জনমান্তর সুন্দর হে সুন্দর এলো ভিনু সঙ্গ তব সুন্দর হে সুন্দর পুণ্যান্তর সুন্দর হে সুন্দর এলো ভিনু সঙ্গ তব।
Thank you, dear students. Now, I would like to request Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir to felicitate the esteemed dignitaries on the dais as a gesture of our respect and gratitude. To start with, the chief guest, Honorable Sri Shapun Devnath, is being felicitated by our Vice Chancellor Sir. Now, Vice Chancellor Sir is requested to welcome the guest of honor, Honorable Sri Pradeep Majumdar. The esteemed guest, learned Dr. Triveni Tala, is being greeted by Dr. T.K. Datta. The President, ISAGB, Dr. B.P. Mishra, is being welcomed by the Vice Chancellor, Sir. Dr. V.K. Saxena, the Secretary, ISAGB, will be felicitated by our Vice Chancellor, Sir.
Thank you, sir. May I now request Dr. B.P. Mishra, the President, ISAGB, to greet Dr. T.K. Datta, Honorable Vice Chancellor, West Bengal University of Animal and Fishery Sciences, the man who has meticulously looked into every nook and corner, ensuring the grand success of today's event. Sir, you are also requested to felicitate the person who has unfolded himself unconditionally, keeping all his tough time, all odds aside, to organize this gala event immaculately. The organizing secretary of ISAGBCON 2025, Dr. Uttam Sarkar. A big round of applause for such a brave, dedicated crew of our university. We are really proud of you, Dr. Sarkar, to have you amongst us in this university. Thank you, Mr. Sir.
To mark the auspicious beginning of this international gathering of knowledge, we now invite the chief guest, Honorable Minister in charge, Sri Shapun Devnath, along with other dignitaries on the dais for lighting of the ceremonial lamp, a symbol of enlightenment, wisdom, and learning. Asato ma satmaya, tamasho ma jyotirgamaya, mrityu ma amartam gamaya. Lead me from unreal to real, lead me from darkness to light, lead me from death to self-realization. असतो सद्गमय तमसो ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युर्मा अमर्तम गमय.
I think some technical glitch is there. May I request the person who is the technical person to please help them. So some technical glitch is there, I think. Actually, in this sophisticated hall, the fire is not allowed, so the lamp is lit electronically. Finally, it's done. Thank you.
Ceremonial lamp, a symbol of enlightenment, wisdom and learning. Thank you. Thank you all. May I now request Dr. T.K. Datta, the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir, West Bengal University of Animal and Fishery Sciences, and the Chief Patron, ISAGBCON 2025, to welcome the August gathering with his warm words.
Good morning to you all, everybody. Welcome to the city of joy, Kolkata, and warm greetings from West Bengal University of the Animal and Fishery Sciences, an institute of eminence which is carrying out the legacy of the excellence in veterinary education and research since 1893. Esteemed chief guest of today's function, Sri Swapan Devnathji, for finding your extremely busy time schedule some time for us to address our today's inauguration function. Special welcome to Sri Pradeep Majumdarji, Honorable Minister of the Panchayat and Rural Development, Government of West Bengal, for being present here. Esteemed patrons of the society, Dr. T.J. Rasool, Director, Camel Biotechnology Center, United Arab Emirates, Dubai, and former ADG, AP and B ICAR. Former Vice Chancellors of the University, Professor B.B. Malik, C.S. Chakrabarti, Purnendu Biswas, and Chanchal Guha. B.P. Mishra, my friend, the President of the ISAGB, V.K. Saxena, Dr. P.K. Raut, and Dr. Vinit Vasim. They are the functionaries of the ISAGB think tank, headquartered at Delhi. Dr. Tribani Duttji, Director IBRI, Dr. Yashpal, Director CIRB, Dr. Tarun Bhattacharya, Director NRC Equine, Dr. N.H. Mohan, Director NBAGR, and Dr. Mihir Sarkar, the Director NRC YAK, and other colleagues from several ICR institutes. The university deans and the directors, Mr. Madan Mohan Maiti, General Secretary, West Bengal Poultry Federation and Executive Council member of the university, teachers, both existing and the retired ones who are present in this hall, all attending delegates who have come from the different parts of the country, the students, and a special welcome to our international speakers and the delegates who are attending the conference of online and offline. A special mention about Dr. Alfred D. Vries. How are you, Alfred? Good. So, and he is from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, a renowned breeder by profession, Dr. Meher Singh Khatkar from the University of Adelaide, Australia. My friend again, Dr. Subir Majumdar, Director General GBU Ahmedabad, members of the press and media, officials who are attending this meeting from both the departments of the Animal Resource Development and the Department of Panchayat and the Rural Development, all other esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, last year I was attending a similar version of the meeting ISAGB at Patna, and my friend Dr. Mishra, he requested me, can you host this meeting? I almost instantly agreed due to two reasons. One is, The ISAGB is a very well-known society and who are working relentlessly for the upliftment of the animals and making this whole sector profitable for the rural masses. And second, all the doyens of this veterinary science, including Dr. P. Bhattacharya, Dr. P. N. Bhatt, and you name it, and they all remained our teachers. So it is an opportunity to give our gratitude to them. Over last about 9 months, I must say, that me and my team, we have worked very hard for putting in place this format of the ISAGB 2025. We did a thorough academic planning and deciding the content of this 2 days meeting. ISAGB is bringing some changes for this format to 2025. We thought of discussing the science of genetics in collaboration with the other branches of the biology, because genetics does not work alone. Genetics works with physiology, with biochemistry. Ultimately, when you think about uplifting the genetics, so this must collaborate with the other branches of the science, of the biological science and the engineering sciences also in the current day context. So that way, we have planned for 3 different sessions where we will be discussing about all of these. We also thought that the plant and the animal and the fish, they have some commonality probably, because ultimately only last week J.D. Watson, the inventor of the DNA, is dying. So he made such a discovery which is going to touch the humankind, the biological science and the biological entity for years and years and years to come. So that way, there should be some platform to discuss the plant and the animal and the fish together. And here we got some renowned speakers from both the plant and the fish, along with the animal, of course. Agriculture as a whole in this country, when I say agriculture, I mean again the plant, the animal and the fish, we contribute to more than 30% of this robust economy of the India, and more importantly, more than 65% of our population, either directly or indirectly, they are involved in this particular sector. When I talk about this 65% of our population, most of them, they are resource poor, resource pressed. And with the advancement of the education, now this population, they need technology. Technology to uplift. We don't want to lose our milk, but we want to do that with far lesser number of animals. So there comes the technology, and we are going to discuss the sensors, the AI, the artificial intelligence and the machine learning and the genomics selection and everything. I'm not going into the detail of it. You will be listening about the honorable speakers and the esteemed speaker for next 2 days. Genetics plays a crucial role in increasing the productivity, utilize the available resources more optimally, and doing all of these in a sustainable and environment-friendly way. So we have kept some agenda of the discussion throughout this next 2 days meeting for this particular format of the ISAGB. We thought one more thing. We thought bringing the youth and the students in the forefront. You will probably enjoy the poster sessions which are being presented in the corridor of this beautiful hall, where our students will be presenting their work, and some of them are very outstanding work for today and tomorrow. It is planned. The poster session committee, they are working relentlessly for this. We received about 120 abstracts for this particular presentation, and 6 out of this 120, just think about the competition. They have been adjudged the best, and I already congratulate them for getting an opportunity for presenting these in the oral session, in the oral session for this conference. India is in a crossroad of transforming our livestock industry from the scattered, unorganized sector to an organized and profitable business for millions. We are ambitious to retain more and more number of the young researchers, the populations who are engaged in doing livestock productivity smartly. In fact, today is the day 1 of this particular conference, but actually we have started yesterday, the day 0, when we were having a pre-conference workshop, when we were discussing with our young researchers about how to do research. and how to tell about your research to the public, etc. It was a grand success, and I again congratulate the organizer, Uttam, and your team for thinking about this pre-conference workshop. Well, I promised, I have taken 10 minutes time from the organizer, so I will not spill. And welcome once again to this ISAGBCON 25 Kolkata. Enjoy your science, enjoy Kolkata, have time to hang around the streets of Kolkata, enjoy our heritage, and of course, this special cuisine of Bengali cuisine that Kolkata is made for. Thank you very much once again and welcome.
Thank you, sir. The Indian Society of Animal Genetics and Breeding is one of the oldest societies of animal sciences which stepped into its 41st year. I would now like to invite Dr. B.P. Mishra, the President, ISAGB, and the former Director, ICAR, National Bureau of Animal Genetics Resources, Karnal, to enlighten the learned audience about the society. Sir, please.
Thank you. Very good morning, Supravatam. At the outset, I welcome on behalf of the Indian Society of Animal Genetics and Breeding, ISAGB New Delhi, Most Honorable, the Chief Guest of the function, Sri Sopan Devnathji, Honorable Minister in charge for Animal Resource Development Department, Government of West Bengal, the most distinguished Honorable Sri Pradeep Majumdarji, the Honorable Minister in charge for Panchayat and Rural Development, Government of West Bengal. We are delighted to have my friend and the Honorable Vice Chancellor of this university, Dr. T.K. Datta, the excellent host for this ISAGB Conference 2025. My friend again, Dr. Trivedi Duttji, the Honorable Vice Chancellor and Director of Indian Veterinary Research Institute. Colleague Dr. Visesh Kumar Saxena, the Secretary of the ISAGB, the dynamic organizing secretary, Dr. Sarkar on the dais. Of the dais, most revered, Professor Vibhuti Bhushan Malik, the founder, Vice Chancellor of this very university. We are delighted to have you, sir, in the audience today in this function. Dr. Punnendu Biswas, former Vice Chancellor, our patron and the leading light of ISAGB, Dr. T.J. Rasool, patron of ISAGB and Director of Camel Biotechnology Research Center of the President Affairs at Dubai, who has been the guiding light for ISAGB and also make it sure that he is present in each and every conference. Welcome you, sir. We have our Vice President, dynamic Dr. Vinit Vasim, and my, again, dynamic Dr. Pramod Raut, the Joint Secretary of ISAGB. Also present our Directors of ICR Animal Science Institute, Dr. Mihir Sarkar, Director NRC YAC, Dr. T.K. Bhattacharya, Director NRC Equine, Dr. Yaspal, Director Equine Institute, and Dr. N.H. Mohan, the Director of National Bureau of Animal Genetic Resources. Also present is my good friend Dr. Subir Majumdar, the Director General of Gujarat Biotechnology University. The distinguished my friend Dr. Ramesh Hajari from Bengal, the Chief Geneticist present, and also all the fellow awardees, the distinguished heads of division, distinguished scientists from IVRI, NDRI, and the local place. Also the scientists and delegates who are attending this very conference. And we are delighted to have this very first international conference of the ISAGB in its 41st years of journey. Therefore, the congratulations to the Honorable Vice Chancellor of West Bengal University of Animal Veterinary Science that they have organized this for the first international conference of the series in ISAGB. As far about the society, the Indian Society of Animal Genetics and Breeding is one of the oldest society, established on 17th April 1984 at IVRI by none other than Dr. P. Bhattacharya, the founding member, Dr. P. Bhattacharya, Dr. O.N. Singh, Professor P.N. Bhatt, and Dr. R.M. Acharya, the stalwarts who initiated the society in 1984, and thereafter the contribution of former presidents like Dr. P. Thangaraju, Dr. R.K. Sethi, Dr. T.Z. Rasool for quite a long time, Dr. Vinit Basir as the Joint Secretary, as Executive Member, continued the light, the lamp of ISAGB at difficult time in association with Dr. Rasool. And thereafter, from 2021, during COVID, we were asked at NBAGR to continue the legacy. So we tried from 2021 to organize this conference every year, and we had at NBAGR 21 during COVID as a hybrid conference, 22 in DPR Hyderabad, 23 again back at NBAGR, and 24 we had at Basu Patna. And today we are happy again. The Eastern India hosts second time consecutively this year at West Bengal University. So the journey of ISAGB is such, and also to provide the recommendations for doing science in the field of animal genetics and breeding. This particular conference we designed in a manner that this is addressing pure science of precision animal breeding, integrating genomics, artificial intelligence, and machine learning. These are buzzwords until few years. Today, it's a reality. As soon as we adapt and think about these technologies, we have been thinking genomic selection for past 2 decades. I hope we are now in a position that we had a Mahish chip and a Go chip. Both of them have been designed and developed by the Government of India, DASD, in collaboration of NDDB, NBAGR, NIAB, BAF, and today it's available for use. So that's the journey of genetics and breeding that we have achieved in genomic selection. Hopefully, integrating that, genomics, now we will venture into artificial intelligence, big data analytics, and in time to come, these all will integrate into what we call as precision animal breeding. When we are discussing with Dr. T.K. Datta and the team of designing that what could be the theme of this conference, of course it sounds quite futuristic. But as I said, we were working on genomic selection past 2 decades. Dr. Rasool is here, we know that molecular genetics started 3 decades back. But last year only in 2024, 2 chips were released by Honorable Prime Minister of India. So that's the journey of 2 decades, culminated into reality. And I hope that what we have today discussing in Kolkata, artificial intelligence and machine learning, integrating SNP chip, big data, would be the future. And therefore, as we stand here, I think Dr. Alfred here will be speaking about smallholder dairy and how genomics is helping them. So these are examples at hand in front of us. So therefore, I'm delighted and I'm thankful to Dr. Datta for accepting the society's invitation and to design a conference on a futuristic and far-reaching consequences, which this deliberations and here in this conference also, we have widened, not only in animal, we have invited plant, we have invited fishery experts. They will share their experiences along with sensors, biosensors, and how we are revolutionizing precision animal breeding for future. We'll be ready for that and discussing these 2 days. And we have done, these are something which drastic changes we have done, but we hope that this will bring ISAGB and the recommendation of this conference will go a long way in helping and designing new research frontiers. And I remember I was talking to Dr. Trimanidar that under the guidance of Dr. Rasool, we had a conference in 2017 for the first time. ISAGB conducted at IVRI Ajatnagar regarding genomic selection. That was the year when we started genomic selection to think about its practical application. And today, in 24, we are in application. So that's the way I hope that this conference will be a milestone for futuristic precision animal breeding. I thank each and everyone, and particularly the host, West Bengal University of Veterinary Science, the dynamic Honorable Vice Chancellor, the entire hard-working team to make this international conference a grand success. On behalf of ISAGB, at the headquarters and everybody, all the life members, I thank everyone and hope that future will be bright for the animal husbandry sector. Thank you, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you very much, sir. May I now request Dr. V.K. Saxena, Secretary, ISAGB, and the former Director of ISAGB, Bihar Animal Sciences University, Patna, to address the learned audience, please.
Thank you. Very warm welcome to all the dignitaries on the dais and delegates of the dais. At the outset, I welcome the chief guest of this function, Mr. Sapan Devnathji, the Honorable Minister in charge, Animal Resources Development Department, Government of West Bengal. The guest of honor, Mr. Pradeep Majumdar, Honorable Minister in charge of Panchayat and Rural Development, Government of West Bengal. The Honorable Vice Chancellor of West Bengal University of Animal and Fishery Sciences, Dr. T.K. Dattaji, whose committed efforts and vibrance is seen everywhere in this function. My esteemed colleague and Director ICR IBRI, Dr. Temnidaji, President of the Society and former Director NBAGR, Dr. B.P. Mishraji, and the Organized Secretary, Dr. Uttam Sarkar, the delegates from abroad, the delegates who have joined online, and many dignitaries I see in front of me, Dr. B.B. Malik, the founder, Vice Chancellor of this university, and our esteemed Director at IBRI, and who has taught us also and brought us to this stage, Dr. Punendu Biswas, and the executive members of the society, Dr. T.J. Rasool, Dr. Vineet Bhasin, Dr. P.K. Raut, and my esteemed friend from ICR institution, Dr. Mihir Sarkar, Dr. Mohan, Dr. T.K. Bhattacharya, Dr. Narula, and one from my friend from industry, Dr. Ramesh Hazari, Dr. Umesh, Dean at CIDT, Basu Patna, and so many other friends I see, Dr. Vanik, Dr. Ishpal from ICR institutions. So welcome you all, ladies and gentlemen, press and media. I welcome you all in this inaugural function. As you know, this society is one of the oldest society, established in 1984, and now it is having the membership of around 700, more than 700 members. Friends, as we know, mathematics is said to be the mother of all the sciences. Then we may say that animal genetics may be considered as the mother of biological sciences. The science which has given the basis of sustenance and progression of life on this earth. Not only origin or progression or sustenance of life, but sustenance of the environment also has been given by this science. By protecting the environment through animal species and also diversifying it to the agricultural crops also. Many, you see, agricultural species have been developed through animal species also. So in an agrarian country like India, where animals are the part of life, every part of life of human being, they are playing a crucial role right from socio-cultural activities to the nutrition, entertainment, so on and so forth. This society is playing its role by organizing the seminar symposium, by encouraging the student and young scientists, by awarding them for their good work, and also, you see, providing a platform for common discussion on the emerging sciences and now we are in the way, in future we are going to have another, brainstorming session on NGS. Soon, I hope somewhere in March we will have this. So likewise, earlier also we used to have different discussion on emerging topics like epigenetics and other upcoming events will be there. They will be charted out, and we are doing that. Now coming to the topic of this seminar, precision animal breeding through genomic artificial intelligence and machine learning. As such, we know the animal breeding, which is the science which is known before it was termed as animal genetics. People were having the knowledge, but the term animal genetics came later. But now the word precision has been added to it, because precision in terms of identifying the variation, precision in terms of quantifying the variation, the way we have our statistical methods, biometrical methods, and bioinformatic methods have improved and advancing, it is converging and applying all the way to have the precision in identification of variation as well as in quantifying the variation. And started from the basic knowledge of, breeding. Now we have ventured into genomics, the DNA, that is the master molecule of the cell. So it is now, the precision is there also when we are identifying the variation, even a single nucleotide level, and that is playing a role in improving the animal production or quality of product. So now the developing science of artificial intelligence and machine learning, they are all together converging, and this is the area, the way the knowledge is developing, fast-paced development in knowledge. This convergence of sciences is essential to come to a stage that we can have a optimum production or optimization of resources for production. And with that, this topic has been very apt with the time and keeping abreast with the knowledge all over the world. So I thank the organizer for hosting this conference, and I hope that the two-day deliberations and discussion on this various session on various aspects of this emerging science will come across new findings from our young scientists and researchers, and also have, different kind of, interventions has been developed in this animal genetics and breeding by the experienced worker like Subir Majumdar we have, and other senior persons from industry also we have. So it will be having very, fruitful discussion for all these 2 days. I thank the organizer for giving me this opportunity to have a word with you. Thank you very much, and thanks again. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. The philosopher Rabindranath opined, knowledge is nothing but the continually burning up the errors to set free the light of truth. Ladies and gentlemen, amidst the galaxy of erudite personalities, this is the time to honor excellence, innovation, and dedication that drive the relentless pursuit of knowledge, harvesting the scientific advancement towards societal welfare. Indian Society of Animal Genetics and Breeding takes pride to offer 7 fellow awards to those brilliant workers who have set new benchmarks through their research, service, and leadership in the domain of animal genetics and breeding.
To start with, may I request the Chief Guest, Honorable Sri Shapun Devnath, to confer fellow award to Dr. Amit Kumar, Principal Scientist, ICAR IVRI, Vetmate, for his outstanding contributions to animal genetics, bioinformatics, and academic leadership. He is the founder of the Big Data Analysis Lab, an MSc bioinformatics program and engaged in the work of advanced genomics, molecular breeding, and milk quality research.
Please give a huge round of applause to acknowledge his tremendous contribution. Congratulations once again to Dr. Amit Kumar. Honorable Minister in charge, Sri Devnath sir, is also requested to confer the next fellow award on Dr. R. Vinu, the Registrar, Sir Venkateswaraya, Veterinary University, Tirupati, who became an authority of cattle breeding and livestock development. Dr. R. Vinu. May I request Dr. Vinu to please come on stage. Huge round of applause. Let us not be miser to at least acknowledge once whatever tremendous work they have done across their professional life. Vinu sir is known for, especially for Ongol cattle, and championed their conservation and improvement.
Huge congratulations to Dr. Venu. May I request Sri Pradeep Majumdar, Honorable Minister and Guest of Honor, to bestow the next Fellow Award 2025 to Dr. Pushpendra Kumar. Dr. Pushpendra Kumar, retired Principal Scientist, ICAR IVRI. Okay. He is the Principal Scientist, ICAR IVRI, for his pioneering work in animal genetics, cytogenetics, and molecular breeding. His development of Indima, India's first native inbred mouse strain, stands as a milestone in laboratory animal genetics and breeding research.
Congratulations, sir. Now, the next Fellow Award 2025 will be bestowed upon Dr. Umesh Singh, Dean, Sanjay Gandhi Institute of Dairy Technology, Basu, Patna, for his distinguished contribution to animal genetics and livestock improvement. Dr. Umesh Singh, sir, please come on dais. With over 3 decades in ICAR, he has spearheaded major breeding programs including freeze-well breed registration, developed tools and different tools, and earned several patents and fellowship.
Huge congratulations to Dr. Umesh Singh. Thank you. Now I would like to request Dr. B.P. Mishra to hand over ISAGB Fellow Award 2025 on Dr. R. Rajendran. Dr. R. Rajendran. He is the Director of Research, Tamil Nadu University of Veterinary and Animal Sciences. For his outstanding contributions to animal genetics, breeding, and conservation of indigenous livestock, the characterization and registration of Pulikulam cattle, Kodiyaru goat and black sheep, Nandanam chicken 4 and broiler 3 are few of his remarkable scientific endeavors.
Congratulations, sir. May I now request Dr. Triveni Dutt, sir, to come forward to present Fellow Award 2025 to Dr. H.K. Narula, Principal Scientist, Animal Genetics and Breeding, ICAR Headquarters. Dr. Narula has been selected for this respect for his notable contribution to livestock genetics and breeding and conservation. With over 30 years of ICAR service, his leadership in genomic breeding, indigenous breed conservation, and policy formulation has greatly benefited India's livestock sector.
Hearty congratulations to Dr. H.K. Narula. May I now request Dr. T.K. Datta, Honorable Vice Chancellor, WBUAFS, to grant Fellow Award 2025 on the renowned poultry geneticist and industrialist Dr. R.C. Hajari. Dr. R.C. Hajari is the Deputy General Manager, Bengal Research and Breeding Farm, Pune, Maharashtra. Dr. Hajari, an accomplished alumnus of IVRI, Ijatnagar, and Boys Cast Fellow of the University of Dundee, UK, immensely contributed to the development of Vanraja, Gamapriya, and improved naked neck and dwarf lines for rural poultry. Huge round of applause to Dr. R.C. Hajari, please.
Thank you, sir. ISAGB confers Pushkar Nath Bhatt National Award to the best paper published in the preceding year in the relevant area. As this year, as decided by the jury, this award is going to Dr. Amarjit and co-workers from ICAR, National Bureau of Animal Genetic Resource, Karnal. This award is instituted in fond names of Dr. P.N. Bhatt by his diligent scholar, Dr. T.J. Rasool, patron ISAGB. May I request Rasool sir to please come and join us on dais to hand over the P.N. Bhatt Pushkar Nath Bhatt National Award to the recipient of 2025, Mr. Dr. Amarjit and co-workers. Dr. Amarjit sir, please. Okay, as Dr. Amarjit is not present, Dr. Ravi is receiving and Rasool sir. The best homage paid by a student to his mentor is to coin such kind of award. Huge round of applause for Dr. Amarjit and team and also for T.J. Rasool sir, who has taken this step to keep his supervisor or mentor's name alive. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lifetime Contribution Award is a tribute to an illustrious journey, a celebration of years of dedication, innovation, and excellence that have left in an indelible mark on science and society. May I request Honorable Chief Guest of today's event, Sri Shapan Devnath sir, to hand over this prestigious award to none other than the President of ISAGB, Dr. B.P. Mishra. Dr. Vishnu Prasad Mishra, former Director, ICAR, National Bureau of Animal Genetic Resources, Karnal, completed his schooling and graduation from his native state, Odisha. While post-graduation and PhD he completed his post-graduation and PhD from Premier Institute, ICAR, IVRI, Izzatnagar. He is a Fellow of National Academy of Veterinary Sciences, Indian Society of Veterinary Immunology and Biotechnology, Indian Society of Animal Genetics and Breeding, and Society for Conservation of Domestic Animal Biodiversity. He had an outstanding career span of over 35 years of research and worked in the area of animal genetics, genomics, animal biotechnology, ANGR management, and animal health. He is project coordinator for 6 All India Network projects and outreach projects. He published 260 peer-reviewed research papers and more than that in the journals of international and national repute. He is the man who initiated ambitious wide mission towards zero nondescript animal genetic resources of India since August 2021 that resulted in identification, characterization and registration of new indigenous animal breeds. He is instrumental in developing and releasing the National Breed Watchlist 2022 for the first time in the country for ANGL management, which identified 38 breeds at risk. Huge congratulations to BP Misra sir for this phenomenal contribution and recognition of Lifetime Contribution Award 2025. And he is associated with ISAGB since his student days in various capacities as life member, executive member, joint secretary and president finally. And the society really feel honored to confer this Lifetime Contribution Award 2025 to Dr. Vishnu Prasad Misra. Thank you, sir. Finally, I'd like to request Dr. BP Misra sir, the President ISAGB, to felicitate the Organizing Secretary of ISAGBCON 2024, Dr. J.P. Gupta, under whose leadership the conference was held at Bihar Animal Science University, Patna, in a befitting manner. May I request Dr. J.P. Gupta to please come on dais to receive the token of appreciation.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Hearty congratulations to all the award winners once again. Ladies and gentlemen, we are immensely privileged to have Dr. Triveni Dutt, the Honorable Director and Vice Chancellor of ICAR, IBRI Nagar, the cradle of veterinary science in India. I would like to take the honor to invite Dr. Triveni Dutt for his good wishes and inspire the participants of the conference. Sir, please.
Thank you very much. A very good morning to all of you. Sri Sopan Devnath ji, Honorable Minister in charge, Animal Resource Development Department, Government of West Bengal. Sri Pradeep Majumdar ji, Honorable Minister in charge of Panchayat and Rural Development, Government of West Bengal. Dr. T.K. Datta, Honorable Vice Chancellor, West Bengal University of Animal Science and Fishery. My friend Dr. B.P. Misra, President Society of Animal Genetics and Breeding. Dr. B.K. Saxena, Secretary, ISAGB. Professor Dr. B. Malik, former Joint Director, IVRI, the 136 Heritage Campus of Mukteshwar, former Joint Director Research IVRI, former Director and Vice Chancellor of IVRI, and the Vice Chancellor of this great. The former Vice Chancellor of this very prestigious university, Dr. P. Biswa, Dr. T.J. Rasool, esteemed Joint Director colleague from Indian Council of Agriculture Research, and the office bearer of Indian Society of Animal Genetics and Breeding, Dr. Majumdar, S. Majumdar, dear participants, ladies and gentlemen. I am really delighted to be among with all of you. Really, thanks to Dr. T.K. Datta, making me a part of this very important event. My sincere thanks to organizers for inviting me and sharing my thoughts among the participants. Dear friend, the Indian Society of Animal Genetics and Breeding is a very old and very intellectual rich society since beginning. And I am lucky to be a member of this society since my student life at IVRI, and I think we all our the alumni of IVRI are here. Large number of alumni. They have also witnessed the growth of the society. So we know the heritage of the society. As you are aware that we are very rich in animal genetic resources, and we are also, India is also a home to a large inventory of livestock. We are also the best in milk production, and India is also a home of 851 million poultry birds across multiple species. And you see, we are really grateful to the NBAGR. They have also brought this path-breaking initiatives for documentation and registrations of various important indigenous breeds. And we thanks to the government of India that they have also allowed to our entrepreneurs and commercial houses to import the embryos and the semen of high genetic merit germ plant. And you see, we have already registered 230 breeds, and recently a total number of 16 breeds have also been registered, including number of crossbreeds and also a very good germ plasma. So you see the wide diversity of the germ plasma, and we are also sincerely creating the diversity in the germ plasma. Now, the question comes that the precision evaluation of the germ plasma. We are also, we have a strength, and we are also facing some challenges. Challenges like we have a very, across the universities we have a low R&D density, and we have also a limited global presence. So you see, we are really grateful to the government of India for initiating strategic reforms and the groundbreaking initiatives in terms of bringing National Education Policy 2020, and also in National Education Policy, And also we are also across the various institute and our university. Now, India stands the digital and global transitions, and we are on the way to have a globally competitive our education. So in tune of making globally competitive educations and the R&D, our each and every aspect should be globally benchmarked and also nationally inclusive, and this all the research should be the future ready. So what our planning should be that we should make our young professional ready for you see 2047, and recently, as we are aware that a total number of 15 universities, global universities, they have already opened their international campus at various parts of India. So out of these 15, our global universities, 7 universities are from UK and 6 from various Australian universities, and 1 from Italy, 1 from USA. So out of these 15, 3 campuses have already been established, and other campuses they are going to establish within 3 years. So we have to visualize that our R&D and the educational capability and competency should be in a way so that we should be able to attract. And in the end, I am really grateful to Dr. T.K. Datta, Honorable Vice Chancellor of this very heritage university, and hope that the heritage city of the country, beautiful city of the country, Kolkata, will enjoy. And in the last, my responsibility to welcome to all the alumni of Indian Veterinary Research Institute. This is a 136-year-old heritage institute of the country. So thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We are deeply grateful to you for your visionary and pragmatic projection. It will definitely invigorate both the participants and the young scientists. Thank you very, very much. Ladies and gentlemen, the prosperity of agrarian India is based on its rural economy. Today, on dais, we have the Honorable Minister in charge, Panchayat and Rural Development, Government of West Bengal, Sri Pradeep Majumdar. In livestock and dairy sector, no growth is possible without cooperative. Mr. Majumdar, an agricultural graduate, is the man who promotes and nurtures these cooperative activities in the state. May I now request to Sri Majumdar to deliver his address to this distinguished assembly. Sir, please.
Good morning to everybody. That I could stand here in front of you, in front of such an august gathering of scientists, being just a compounder in presence of so many doctors. It's been possible for our revered teachers. I have one of them sitting here, Dr. Dipen Moitro. And probably, as you know, when politics gets mixed with any state, then we try to go astray. I would have found it difficult to address this gathering on such an important occasion unless Dr. Datta had given me sufficient inputs and courage to speak to this August forum. I have with me, of course, another senior colleague in the cabinet, Sri Shopon Devnath, who is the Honorable Minister in charge of Animal Resources and Development Department of Government of West Bengal. We have Dr. B.P. Mishra, who's very knowledgeable and considered talk we have heard in the morning, the President of Indian Society of Animal Genetics and Breeding, Dr. Triveni Datta, Director ICR, IVRI, and Honorable Vice Chancellor, IVRI, Izzat Nagar, whom we heard very, very considered views he had expressed. Dr. V.K. Saxena, Secretary, Indian Society of Animal Genetics and Breeding, and our own Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Tirtha Kumar Dotto, Vice Chancellor of our West Bengal University of Animal and Fishery Sciences, and of course Dr. Uttam Sarkar, the Organizing Secretary. There are ex-Vice Chancellors, starting from Dr. Malik. We have Dr. Biswa, Dr. Chakravorty, and other eminent educationists, renowned teachers. Teachers never retire, in my opinion. We always remain indebted to them. We have current faculty members, scientists, students, both research scholars, ladies and gentlemen, including dignitaries and delegates, and of course, friends of the media. Precision breeding in India is not a recent endeavor. Its origin we can trace back in our ancient civilization. Indian scriptures like Rig Veda, Atha Veda, Manusmriti spoke of the wise selection of animals for their strength, temperament, endurance, and milk-producing ability. Long before genetics, the name was coined, our ancestors practiced selective mating based on keen observations and experience, an early reflection of what we now call phenotypic and the foundation of precision breeding that we are going to hear from the experts over the next 2 days. From ancient practices of observing traits and preserving lineage, India's wisdom in animal breeding has simply evolved. Today, the same spirit continues, but now powered by genomics, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and Internet things. This journey from Gotra to genome, from instinct to intelligence, truly defines the evolution of precision animal breeding in the modern era. What our ancestors did through intuition and observation, we now refine through data, algorithms, and molecular precision. India's priority today is not merely, as we have heard already, to increase livestock numbers, but to improve productivity per animal. With a rapidly growing population and the urgent need to reduce carbon emission, the virtual water use, sustainability, and efficiency must move hand in hand. The theme of this conference, precision animal breeding through genomics, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and the Internet of Things, reflects that vision. These modern tools can unlock higher productivity, better animal health, and informed decision making, enabling even small-scale farmers and rural youth to add value through innovation. Precision today is not just about science, it is about responsible growth, ensuring food security while safeguarding our environment for generations to come, or ensuring sustainability as we quite often talk about. India, home to the world's largest livestock population, stands at the heart of an ever-growing livestock economy. The sector has shown an impressive compound annual growth rate, or CAGR, of 7.38% between 2014-15 and 2020-23, contributing significantly to the nation's GDP and rural livelihoods. Supporting nearly 70% of rural households, it serves as a lifeline for marginalized communities, a source of nutrition for millions, and a symbol of women's empowerment. India proudly leads the world in milk production, including the largest cooperative sector in milk is in India, reaching 239.3 million tons in 23-24, a monumental rise from just 17 million tons in 1950-51. So that speaks of your contribution, sirs and madam. Per capita availability now stands at 471 grams per day, despite huge explosion in population in India, reflecting our remarkable progress. While crossbred cattle yield 8.4 kg of milk per day, our indigenous breeds average is 3.5 kg, highlighting vast potential for improvement. With a remarkable 9.76% annual surge in milk output, West Bengal, this state, shines as India's fastest growing state in dairy, an achievement shaped by visionary breeding policies and the dedicated initiatives of the Animal Resource Development Department and the Paschim Bongo Go Sampad Vikas Sanstha under the government of West Bengal, led by specifically our Honorable Minister Sri Shopon Devnath, who is personally present here today. India stands tall as the world leader in goat population as well, and second in sheep, reflecting its deep livestock legacy. The nation also ranks second globally in egg production, reaching 142.7 billion eggs in 23-24, a tremendous leap from 5 eggs per capita in 1951 to 103 today, driven by improved breeds and modern management, and of course, underpinned by the science that you all have helped us to adopt. West Bengal, with a remarkable 18.07% annual growth, boasting of 164 eggs per capita egg production, the poultry sector exemplifies how genetics and science together can transform productivity, achieving 300 to 320 eggs per hen annually. Dr. Hazari may like to add something more. In meat production too, India shines. Fourth globally, 10.25 million tons, and West Bengal is the highest meat producing state in the country. In the aquatic realm, India is the second largest fish producer, contributes to 8.9% to global output. In the aquatic realm, we in West Bengal, we are a jewel in the blue revolution, proudly ranked second in the nation, producing 20.5 lakh tons in 22-23, a true testament to innovation meeting tradition and initiatives taken by the state government. This flourishing sector sustains the livelihoods of 1.7 million people across the state. In recent years, another, of course, advantage in case of fish is it has an insatiable appetite of the local residents. So we have an elastic demand. You never can saturate it in the near future, at least for next 1 decade. In recent years, India has witnessed a remarkable renaissance in fisheries, dairy and livestock in West Bengal and across the nation. From once depending on imports for dairy needs, we have emerged as a global exporter of animal products. West Bengal has taken a pioneering step in livestock data digitization through Prana Shakti, an innovative online platform developed by the Animal Resource Development Department under the leadership of our Honorable Minister, Mr. Shapon Devna. This integrated system connects vaccination records, feed and fodder management, livestock sensors and health camp data, creating a robust digital backbone for precision and data-driven animal health and breeding. So this is the practical example how the data could be really digitized and made ready for AI for future use. Though India proudly leads in livestock numbers, we still trail in par animal productivity despite decades of progress, from artificial insemination to sexed semen and modern milk huts. The next leap lies in value addition and processing, especially for our smallholders who hold immense untapped potential. Government of West Bengal, among many of our Honorable Chief Minister's visionary initiatives, like Poultry Incentive Scheme, which had a dual benefit of improving the poultry meat production as well as through layer-bird, encouraging the layer-bird poultry egg production. It has also encouraged in self-employment of the rural youths who had been gradually growing, had averse attitude to remain in the village and be involved in agricultural and allied activities. So we find a reverse trend in West Bengal through these kind of initiatives taken by our Honorable Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. As also steps taken by her to develop Bangla Dairy Limited, which adheres to the philosophy of Bangla Pushti is Bangla's Frishti. Globally, crop breeding and aquaculture genetics have embraced genomics and AI far more swiftly than traditional livestock sciences. India is endowed with one of the world's richest livestock gene pools. The discovery of Burula gene in the Garol sheep of Sundarbans, West Bengal, stands as a milestone in animal genetics. exceptional indigenous breeds such as Murra buffalo, black Bengal goat, and Ghumru pig exemplifies this genetic wealth. Yet, many more such treasures await scientific exploration. Precision animal breeding empowered by genomics, artificial intelligence, and machine learning decodes the hidden language of genes, predicts performance with precision, and numerous animals resilient to resilient to climate and disease, thus boost productivity and transform livelihoods in the rural area. By blending data with intuition and science with compassion, it will transform livestock farming, fishery, and agriculture into a symphony of sustainability, productivity, and intelligent growth. In this harmony of genes and genius, India's livestock future shines, where every animal, plant, or fish is valued, every farmer empowered through your convergent outlook, and every innovation breathes life into sustainability. I wish this international conference all success, but success will depend on what, at the end of 2 days' deliberations and free exchange of your huge wisdom of knowledge, experience, and expertise, develops into a roadmap for the future research and deliverables. Your more practical hypothesis, when it ends with simple pronunciation of do's and don'ts for our poor farmers, marginal at the west level, also benefits out of this science. Then only we can catch up with the rest of the world in using our great talent and the new technologies. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to share my few thoughts, much supported and helped by our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. T.K. Datta. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir, for your encouraging words. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, since the inception of historic Bengal Veterinary College, you all know, more than a century back, the animal genetics and breeding and livestock production management courses were used to taught together. Much later, two departments got separated to cater teaching and research independently. Today, we are keen to take the opportunity to express our deepest respect and gratitude to the architects belonged to the Department of Animal Genetics and Breeding and Livestock Production Management, West Bengal University of Animal and Fishery Sciences, whose wisdom, dedication, and empathy have shaped generations of scientists, academicians, and professionals. Many of their students are certainly sitting on and off the dais today. Most unfortunately, we lost some of the students, while some could not be present today due to their ailment. However, we are blessed to have three of such prudent personalities here with us.
I'd like to request Professor Nilotpal Ghosh, the Dean, Faculty of Veterinary and Animal Sciences, West Bengal University of Animal and Fishery Sciences, to hand over the token of gratitude and reverence to the eminent professors present amongst us today. Dr. D.N. Moitro, Department of Animal Genetics and Breeding. Sir, We are really grateful to you to have your blessings today and to get you amongst us. This is an immense, blissful moment for us to have you here, sir. Thank you. Dr. Ashish Kumar Samanto, Department of Livestock Production Management, who served in different administrative role as well in our university. So please give a round applause to these architects who really was very sincere to make all of us. Thank you, sir. We have Dr. Ajit Kumar Shahu from Department of Animal Genetics and Breeding, and who also served as Dean, Faculty of Veterinary and Animal Sciences, and in other various administrative posts as well. Dr. Nilotpal Ghosh is now greeting Dr. Ajit Kumar Shahu from Animal Genetics and Breeding. Sir, this is a phenomenal moment for us. We are grateful to get your blessings, and definitely that glorified this event much more. May Almighty bestow upon all abundant health, joy and peace in every work of all life. We sincerely pray for your good health.
Now, this is the time to release the compendium of abstracts. The compendium of ISAGBCON 2025. I would like to request today's chief guest, Honorable Minister Sri Shapun Devnath sir, to release the compendium. Compendium of Abstracts, ISAGBCON 2025, being released by Honorable Minister Sri Shapun Devnath. Thank you all the dignitaries on the dais. I would also like to request the chief guest to release the ISAGB Journal and Newsletter 2025. ISAGB Journal and Newsletter. Thank you, sir.
Sir, newsletter is to be also released. So this is Thank you very much, sir. May I now request the Honorable Minister in charge, Animal Resource Development Department, Government of West Bengal, and today's chief guest, Sri Shapun Devnath sir, to address the gathering and bless the occasion. Sir, please.
নমস্কার। আমি প্রথমেই যারা সম্মানীয় ব্যক্তি আছেন, বিজ্ঞানী, অধ্যাপক, তাদের আমার শ্রদ্ধা এবং প্রণাম নিবেদন করছি। ইন্ডিয়ান সোসাইটি অফ অ্যানিমাল জেনেটিক্স অ্যান্ড ব্রিডিংয়ের এই কনভেনশনে মঞ্চ উপবিষ্ট যারা রয়েছেন, আমার শ্রদ্ধেয় মন্ত্রী, পশ্চিমবঙ্গ সরকারের মাননীয় প্রদীপ মজুমদার, ডক্টর টি.কে. দত্ত উপাচার্য, ডক্টর বি.বি. বিশ্ব সভাপতি ISAGB, এবং ডক্টর ডি.কে. সাক্সেনা সম্পাদক আপনাদের সংগঠনের, ডক্টর ত্রিবেণী দত্ত উপাচার্য IRI, এবং ডক্টর উত্তম সরকার জেনারেল সেক্রেটারি। আর এছাড়া উপবিষ্ট আছেন আমাদের এই প্রাণী মৎস্য বিজ্ঞান বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ের প্রাক্তন উপাচার্য ডক্টর বি.বি. মল্লিক, পুণ্যেন্দু বিশ্বাস, ডক্টর চঞ্চল গুহ, চন্দ্রশেখর চক্রবর্তী, এছাড়া আরও বিজ্ঞানীরা রয়েছেন আমার সামনে। আর মদন মোহন মাইতি আমাদের পলিটি ফেডারেশনের সম্পাদক। উপবিষ্ট সকল বিজ্ঞানী সহ গবেষক, শিক্ষক, ছাত্রছাত্রী সকলে আছেন, প্রত্যেককে আমার হার্দিক অভিনন্দন জানাই। আজ মৎস্য বিজ্ঞান প্রাণী বিজ্ঞান বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ের ডিপার্টমেন্ট অফ অ্যানিমাল জেনেটিক্স অ্যান্ড ব্রিডিংয়ে এবং ইন্ডিয়ান সোসাইটি অফ অ্যানিমাল জেনেটিক্স অ্যান্ড ব্রিডিং যৌথভাবে যে 19তম বার্ষিক কনভেনশনের সাথে সাথে ইন্টারন্যাশনাল কনফারেন্স জেনোমিক্স এবং কৃত্রিম বুদ্ধিমত্তা AI ও মেশিনারি এর মাধ্যমে নির্ভুল প্রাণী প্রজননের আয়োজন করেছেন। জাতীয় স্তরে এই সম্মেলনে উপস্থিত থাকতে পেরে আমি নিজেকে গর্ব অনুভব করছি। প্রাণী প্রজননকে আধুনিক বিজ্ঞান ও প্রযুক্তির সাহায্যে কীভাবে আরও গুণগত উন্নীত করা যায়, সেটাই এই কনভেনশনের মূল উদ্দেশ্য। নিরন্তর গবেষণা, অত্যাধুনিক প্রযুক্তির সাহায্যে অন্যান্য ক্ষেত্রের মতো প্রাণী পালন ও সুরক্ষার বিষয়টিও উন্নততর করার জন্যে প্রাণী বিজ্ঞানী, গবেষক, অধ্যাপকেরা নিরন্তর চেষ্টা চালিয়ে যাচ্ছেন, যার সুফল সারা দেশের সাথে আমাদের পশ্চিমবঙ্গ প্রাণী পালকরাও উপকৃত হচ্ছেন। বিশ্ববিদ্যালয় স্তরে গবেষণালব্ধ প্রযুক্তি তৃণমূল স্তরে প্রয়োগ করে তার সুফল পাওয়াটাই আমাদের লক্ষ্য। এই লক্ষ্যে পৌঁছতে বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ের গবেষক, শিক্ষক, ডাক্তারবাবুরা এবং প্রাণী সম্পদ বিভাগে কর্মরত সকল প্রাণী প্রযুক্তিবিদ ও কর্মচারীরা একযোগে নিজেদের মধ্যে সমন্বয় সাধন করে নির্দিষ্ট লক্ষ্যে এগিয়ে চলেছেন। তার সুফলও আমরা সবাই ভোগ করছি। সভ্যতার অগ্রগতির সাথে সাথে বিভিন্ন রকম প্রযুক্তি উদ্ভাবিত হচ্ছে এবং সেই উন্নত প্রযুক্তি বিভিন্ন ক্ষেত্রে প্রয়োগ করে বিভিন্ন ক্ষেত্রে, যেমন চিকিৎসা, যোগাযোগ, গবেষণা ক্ষেত্রে আগের থেকে সহজেই সমস্ত কাজ সুচারুরূপে সম্পন্ন হচ্ছে। আজকের দিন কৃত্রিম বুদ্ধিমত্তার প্রয়োগ হলো এমন এক প্রযুক্তি যা মানব জীবনকে নানা প্রতিবন্ধকতা দূর করতে সহায়তা করছে প্রাণী পালক ও প্রাণী চিকিৎসা ক্ষেত্রে। এই প্রযুক্তির ব্যবহার আরও ব্যাপকভাবে করার জন্যই আজকের এই সেমিনার। পশ্চিমবঙ্গ আজ দেশের অন্যতম সর্বোচ্চ প্রাণী সম্পদ ঘনত্বের অধিকার। ইন্টিগ্রেটেড লাইভস্টক ডেভেলপমেন্ট প্রোগ্রামের রাজ্যে প্রায় প্রতিটি জেলায় সফলভাবে বাস্তবায়িত হচ্ছে। সেখানে বৃহৎ এবং ক্ষুদ্র উভয় প্রকার প্রাণীর বিজ্ঞানের প্রজনন, রোগ নিয়ন্ত্রণ, উৎপাদনশীলতা বৃদ্ধির কাজ চলছে। আধুনিক সেভেন স্টেশন, স্বয়ংক্রিয় বীর্য সংগ্রহ কেন্দ্র, মোবাইল ভেটেরিনারি ইউনিট, ডিজিটাল প্রাণী স্বাস্থ্য কার্ড, সার্ভিস এবং ঘরে ঘরে কৃত্রিম প্রজনন পরিষেবা, এইসব উদ্যোগ প্রাণী পালকদের জন্য সরকারের সেরা সেবা আরও স্বচ্ছ, সহজলভ্য এবং কার্যকর হচ্ছে। একই সঙ্গে ICAR বিশ্ববিদ্যালয় এবং কৃষি বিজ্ঞান কেন্দ্রগুলোর সঙ্গে মিলিতভাবে আমরা জেনোমিক্স, মলিকুলার ব্রিডিং এবং আধুনিক বায়োটেকনোলজি গ্রহণ ও সম্প্রসারণে কাজ করছি। পশ্চিমবঙ্গ সরকারের মূল দৃষ্টিভঙ্গি স্পষ্ট বিজ্ঞান এবং প্রযুক্তির শক্তিকে ব্যবহার করে প্রাণী পালকদের ক্ষমতায়ন, পুষ্টি নিরাপত্তা নিশ্চিতকরণ, যুব নারী উদ্যোগ তৈরি এবং প্রাণী সম্পদকে উদ্ভাবন নির্ভর গ্রামীণ উন্নয়নের মডেল হিসেবে গড়ে তোলা। আবারও আমি এই মহৎ আয়োজনের জন্য আয়োজক সংস্থা এবং বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়কে আন্তরিক অভিনন্দন জানাই। আশা করি এই সম্মেলন থেকে উদ্ভূত ভাবনা, আলোচনা, সহযোগিতাগুলো ভবিষ্যৎ গবেষণা উন্নয়ন পথকে আরও শক্তিশালী করবে। এই বৈজ্ঞানিক প্রচেষ্টা যেন প্রাণী পালকের প্রতিদিনের জীবনের উন্নতি, সমৃদ্ধি, আশা বয়ে আনে। এই আমি মনে করি যে বিজ্ঞান একদম মানুষের কাছে পৌঁছে যায়। গ্রামের হতদরিদ্র মানুষ যারা প্রাণী পালনের মধ্যে স্বরোজগারের চিন্তা করে, তাদের আয় বাড়ানো কিন্তু আমাদের লক্ষ্য। মাননীয় মুখ্যমন্ত্রী মমতা বন্দ্যোপাধ্যায়ের উদ্যোগে পশ্চিমবঙ্গ সরকার এবং আমাদের বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ের চেষ্টায় আমরা সাময়িকভাবে মানুষের দৈনন্দিন জীবনে যেটা প্রয়োজন হয়, ডিম, মাংস কিংবা দুধের ক্ষেত্রে জাতীয় উৎপাদন গ্রোথ রেট আমরা কিন্তু অনেক এগিয়ে গেছি। তাই আমি আপনাদের সকলের এই যে আলোচনা সভা হবে আজকে কনফারেন্স, এই যারা গবেষকরা করবেন, প্রতিষ্ঠিত যারা শ্রদ্ধেয় মানুষ আমার সামনে বসে আছেন, তাদের জন্য কিন্তু আজকের অগ্রগতিটা অনেক এগিয়েছে। তাই চাই আমি হাসতে হাসতে বলি, আমার ভাইস চ্যান্সেলর বলছিলাম, বিজ্ঞান এবং জুতো পালিশ করার কাছে পৌঁছে যাবে। এবং এই প্রাণী পালনের ক্ষেত্রে যে গবেষণা লব্ধটাও শুধু বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ের স্তরে নয়, আরও পৌঁছে দিয়েছেন আপনারা। এবং গ্রামের মানুষের ক্ষেত্রে যারা দুটো ছাগল পোষে, মুরগি পোষে, হাঁস পোষে, কিংবা যারা এইটাই তাদের জীবিকা আছে, ভেড়া পোষে, তাদের কাছে গরু পোষে, তাদের কাছে যদি পৌঁছে যায় এই সম্মেলন সফল হবে বলে আমি মনে করি। প্রত্যেককে আমার শ্রদ্ধার প্রণাম জানিয়ে, আয়োজকদের আমার অভিনন্দন জানিয়ে আমি শেষ করছি। নমস্কার।
অশেষ ধন্যবাদ স্যার আপনাকে আপনার উৎসাহদায়ক বক্তব্যের জন্য। Thank you very much for your inspiring deliberation. We are grateful to you for being with us despite your hectic schedule.
May I now request Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir, to greet the chief guest and the guest of honor on the dais with a token of gratitude. Our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. T.K. Dattasari is requested to hand over a token of gratitude to the chief guest, the Minister in charge, Animal Resource Development Department, Government of West Bengal, Sri Shapon Devnath. Thank you, sir. Your support is our immense help and pillar to move forward. Next, the guest of honor, Honorable Minister in charge, Panchayat and Rural Development, Sri Pradeep Majumdar, sir. Thank you, sir, for being with us here.
We are almost in culmination of the first part of the conference. I would like to call upon Dr. Uttam Sarkar, the Organizing Secretary, ISAGBCON 2025, to convey vote of thanks.
Welcome all in this international conference. Now we are parts of the ending this inaugural session. I heartily thank you, our Minister, Sri Shapon Devnath, Minister in charge, Animal Resource and Development Department. I thank you, Sri Pradeep Majumdar sir, Minister in charge, Panchayat and Rural Development, Government of West Bengal. I thank you all other dignitaries in dais, Dr. Jivenidar, Vice Chancellor and Director, ICR IVRI, Dr. B.P. Misra, the President of ISAGB and former Director of ICR NBAGR. I thank you, Dr. B.K. Saxena sir, General Secretary of ISAGB and former Director of Basu Patna. I thank you all other dignitaries, our previous former Vice Chancellor sir, Professor Pulendu Vishwas, Professor B.B. Mollik sir, Professor Chanchal Devnath sir, and Chaudhary sir, and our my other senior sir and retired sir who came here. I thank you all other directors sir from different ICR institutes and other principal scientists from all over the country. I thank you, media persons and colleagues from my institute and my beloved students for joining this conference. I welcome to enjoy this Kolkata and conference, and after this session we have national anthem and a tea break, and let's start our national anthem and then we go for tea break. Thank you all.
Thank you, Dr. Uttam. Let us stand for national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you all. Namaskar. I know our dear learned audience are now waiting eagerly to listen to the notable plenary speaker Dr. Subir Majumdar, Director General, Gujarat Biotechnology University and former Director, NIAB Hyderabad. But before that, you are requested to recharge yourself with a cup of aromatic Darjeeling tea at hall number 2 at level 1 and come back within only 10 minutes. We are running little late, so please come back within 10 minutes to this hall.
Let me specify, 10 minutes means we are rejoining here by 12:25. 10 minutes 10. Please come back by 12:25. We are going to start the business.
We should decide. We will.
How is the life there?
Good, sir.
So now the dais will be handed over to the Chairman Technical Committee, Professor Siddhartha Narayan Juardar. Sir, over to you, please, for the next session onwards.
Veterinary. Gosada Vallabhai.
হ্যাঁ 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 ও নিয়ে যাবে ডিম আমি জোগাড় করে রেখেছি
A tag for dinner is being distributed from the registration desk. All are requested to collect your tag for dinner from registration desk. Volunteers are requested to come on the dais. Students, যারা ভলেন্টিয়ার আছো, জয়দীপ, শঙ্খ, তোমরা যেখানেই থাকো, হল 7-এ ডায়াসে এসো। হলে আছে তো, আমি হল থেকে কোথায় যাবো? আর হলেই আছে। চলে এসো, চলে এসো। না না না, কেন? আমি তো কোথাও যাইনি। সুবীর ঘোষ না, সুবীর কেন? আশিস, আশিস।
সলিউশন নেই, ওর ল্যাপটপে কিছু ওখানে দেখাতে গেলে একটা ক্যাপচার কার্ড লাগবে, একটা ক্যামেরা লাগবে, ওরা এর মধ্যে কি জোগাড় করতে পারবে
না, ওইসব কিছু করতে পারবে না। ওরা যে স্পিকার আমাদেরটা দেখতে পাবে, হ্যাঁ, বলে বলে চলে যাবে। তা হোক, আর কিছু করার নেই। তাকে তো আমরা দেখতে পেলেও হলো, এখন কিছু করার নেই। কালকে দেখা যাবে। যেখানকার পাবে না, কিন্তু আমরা তো তাকে দেখতে পাবো, সেই ব্যবস্থাটা করে দিচ্ছি।
এই ল্যাপটপের আউটপুট
সাবস্ক্রাইব করতাম না, লাইভটা দেখলেই
दे दिया अपलोड कौन तो बाकी है तो
नहीं, इनका हो गया, सब लोग जिनका नेम है उनका टिक नहीं है। फर्स्ट, थर्ड एंड
बस तक कौन है?
डॉक्टर श्रीनिवास जयप्रकाश।
लोडिंग नहीं होगी, है ना? लोडिंग नहीं होगा।
उनको मैं मैसेज ऑलरेडी कर चुका हूँ।
তুমি এখানকার আপনারটা দিয়ে
और कौन बाकी है? और पहले इसको कर
ये थोड़ा सा नंबर मेरा भी कर दो और ऐसे
वो जो है उसका ये करके फिर बाद में
স্যার আপনি একবার টেকনিক্যাল সেশন 1টাতে হচ্ছে ওই ইয়ে ও শুধু তোমাকেই দেখতে হবে, আর কিছু দেখতে হবে না। অডিও তুমি এইটা ওখানে দাও। স্যার টেকনিক্যাল সেশন 1 এর লিংকটাতে একবার জয়েন করুন আপনি। টেকনিক্যাল সেশন 1
ওখান থেকে জয়েন করুন স্যার। না না জয়েন করুন, ফোন থেকে জয়েন করুন, জুমটা কানেক্ট করুন, জুমটা কানেক্ট করুন ফোন থেকে। স্যার আপনি দেখতে পাচ্ছেন খালি আমাদের, তাই তো?
এইবারের ছবি পাচ্ছি, আমি আমাকে দেখতে পাচ্ছি।
আমাদের
আমি আমাকে দেখতে পাচ্ছি আর ব্ল্যাঙ্ক সমস্ত, না দেখতে পাচ্ছি না তোমাদের।
এবার
হ্যাঁ এবার দেখতে পাচ্ছি, তোমাকে দেখতে পাচ্ছি, মাহিদারকে দেখতে পাচ্ছি। ওইখানটা দেখা, ওখানে ক্যামেরা আছে।
এই দেখতে পাবেন, তাহলে আমাদের ক্যামেরা অফই রাখতে হবে।
হ্যাঁ ব্ল্যাঙ্ক হবে।
তুমি যাবে না বললে যে
হ্যালো হ্যালো গুড আফটারনুন। হ্যালো, we are going to start our next session, plenary session, shortly. All the delegates are requested to come to the hall number 7. Hello, hello. Hello. Dear delegates, we are going to start our next session, that is plenary session, shortly. So you are requested to come to the hall number 7. We are already late by 30 minutes. So this session will be followed by lunch. Then we will start our technical session on in this hall.
ইয়েস আমি দেখতে পাচ্ছি। ভেরি গুড।
স্যার ইয়েকে যে বলবে সে তো ওখান থেকেই বলবে।
এখানকার অডিও গেলে মাইকে বলা ছাড়া কিন্তু অডিও যাবে না।
দরকার নেই, দরকার নেই, দরকার নেই। প্রদীপ আমার কথা ইকো হচ্ছে তো। Very shortly we are going to start our next session, that is plenary session 1. একটা মাইক বন্ধ করে দিতে হবে। হ্যালো, মাইকটা বন্ধ করো তো। Shortly we are going to start plenary session 1 today. All are requested, all the delegates are requested to assemble in the hall. We are already late by half an hour, so we are going to start our plenary session 1 today. Good afternoon. সন্দীপ, এটা বন্ধ করে দেবো। বন্ধ করছি, জুমটা বন্ধ করছি। শোনা যাচ্ছে না, এই নাও নাও নাও। Dr. Shubir Majumdar, please raise your hand. You are here? Okay, okay sir. Professor Purnendu Biswa sir, chairperson, is not here. Dr. Mihi Sarkar, yes, thank you. Dr. Shantanu Banik, yes. Professor Purnendu Biswa is not here. Phone karo unko, phone karo. Yes, just ask him to come. Just request him to come. We have to start. We are late. Professor Biswa is here, sir. Start this. We should start. Join here. Join. We can start.
Hello.
Very shortly we are going to start our session, that is plenary session 1.
Hello.
We have planned in the way that today, the first day, we will begin with one plenary session, that is plenary session 1, and tomorrow itself also we will begin with plenary session 2. So let us start, because time is not there, we are running short of time. We are already nearly about half an hour late.
So good afternoon. We were going to start now our plenary lecture. I welcome you all from our scientific committee. I am Professor Siddhartha Juardar, Professor Guru Prasad Mandal is here, Professor Indrolin Samanto, and our student volunteers are here. So our plan is like this. First day will be there at the beginning, and it will be followed by 2 technical sessions today and 1 technical session tomorrow. And technical sessions will be, there will be parallel sessions for poster presentation, as also Young Scientist Award ceremony, that is also competition, that is technical session 4. And there will be roundtable meet for stakeholders on industry academia interface, and then the award ceremony and validity session in the last part. Announcement is there. Just, you can carry, please. There is an announcement. She will tell you.
Hello, yeah. So a special announcement for you all. We have gala dinner at River Cruise on Ganga. Bus for gala dinner will depart from Biswa Bangla Convention Center, main entry gate, Service Road. Guests of Holiday Inn Express, NPG, Hotel Raj Palace and Veterinary Council Guest House are requested to avail bus number 5994. In charge Dr. Swaraj Vicious, you can note the number 7596989163. Guests of SN Bose, Hotel Zone and NBS's LUP guest houses are requested to avail bus number 7760. In charge of Dr. Rupam Bala, his number is 8116-322-206. And guests of Farmers Hostels and Shubhakhon are requested to avail bus number 1642. The in-charge is, the number of in-charge is 9932588373. Rests are requested. If anybody else is interested, they are requested to contact travel desk for their vehicle immediately. Thank you.
So good afternoon. We are going to start International Conference of Indian Society of Animal Genetics and Breeding. The theme that has been kept for this is Precision Animal Breeding through Genomics, Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning. So along with this conference, we all know that we are going to start with also the 19th Annual Convention of the Indian Society of Animal Genetics and Breeding, ISAGB. Now to start with, just I told that initially we are having some plenary session today. First plenary session followed by 2 technical sessions. And tomorrow there will be 1 plenary session 2. This will be followed by again a technical session. Parallelly, there will be poster sessions and Young Scientist Award competition will be there, and lastly validated program. So I request now Professor Purnendu Biswa, former Vice Chancellor of West Bengal University of Animal and Fishery Sciences, and Dr. Mihir Sarkar, Director ICR, National Research Center of Dirang, Arunachal Pradesh. They will be the chairpersons. So our plenary session is going to be started now. So I request Professor Purnendu Biswa, former Vice Chancellor, West Bengal University of Animal and Fishery Sciences, to come up with the dais, please, sir. And Dr. Mihir Sarkar, please come. Dr. Mihir Sarkar is also the Director of NRCY, YAK. Dr. Shantanu Banik will be our report here. He is head ICR NDRI Eastern Regional Station Kalyani. Dr. Banik, please. Our speaker today is for a plenary session. Dr. Shubir S. Majumdar is the Director General, Gujarat Biotechnology University and former Director, NIAB, National Institute of Animal Biotechnology, Hyderabad. His CV in shortly that we are showing. So I request now, I will give the mic to our chairperson to continue the proceedings. Professor Biswa sir, please.
Good morning. So, of course, now it is the good afternoon. So now in this plenary session, our speaker, you have already seen the career of Dr. Subir S. Majumdar, who is presently Director General, Gujarat Biotechnology University and former Director in ISAGB, and will tell us about the generation of high-density SNP chips using indigenous cattle, the first step for genomic selection. So the issue, now for the livestock industry, particularly in India, it's very important for genomic development to enhance the productivity, disease control, and so many other things. And for a country like India, where the production cost, we cannot compete with the developed countries where dairy industry is much more advanced. So if we cannot reduce the number of animals, then again it will be a great problem for the farmers, particularly on the nutritional side, to provide this huge number of animals, good quality feed, to exploit their genetic potential. So we need the per capita production of livestock is to be improved. So now I will and the use of this HDSNP chips, that how we can develop this area through genomic development. That is very important, and we are keenly waiting to hear the speech of Dr. Majumdar. So now, okay. So plenary session, it's 30 minutes. So I'll request the speaker to please limit your speech within to complete within 30 minutes. Now I request my co-chairperson, Dr. Sarkar.
Ladies and gentlemen, indeed it is a privilege to chair this important session, generation of 80 SNP chip using indigenous cattle, a crucial milestone in implementing genomic selection in Indian livestock sector. Actually, the development of the genomic tool is a transformative step in accelerating genetic improvement and preserving our invaluable indigenous breed in a country. So I would like to hear from Dr. Majumdar, the present DG Biology University and past director, former director in IIB, and to know from him his journey about development of chip, the challenges encountered, and his vision in implementing genomic tool in the breeding system of indigenous cattle. Dr. Majumdar, please.
Thank you. Can you hear me, everyone? Yeah. So thank you, Biswa sir and Doctors Mir Sarkar and Bonik sir, and also Joardar sir and Mandal sir. I am grateful to all the colleagues and friends who have got me here, and I am very grateful to BB Mishra, Saxena sir, obviously TK Datta, Triveni Datta sir, Rasul sir, and others who have really kept faith in me, and I myself feel like awarded to be here amongst all and getting so much of respect. Thank you very much. I'll try to finish as quickly as possible because I understand the session is going late, and I can therefore skip some slides. It is important to get the message clear rather than extending the talk. So I will give you the bullet points which are extremely important. And I assume that there will be students, so I have kept the talk so that they also understand it very well. So pardon me if certain slides are just kind of a teaching slide. So I will be talking about generation of a high density SNP chip using indigenous cattle. And these are my colleagues. Sarvar Rajam is still at NIAB. Ravi Gandha has moved to NBAGR, and I have moved to Gujarat Biotechnology University. So genomics comprises a set of
current and valuable technologies implemented as a selection tool in dairy cattle commercial breeding programs. I am not going to go through all. We all know that genome-wide association studies such as QTL, single SNPs, or single-step genomic based linear unbiased prediction methods have already been included in global dairy programs. And as I said, that genomic selection using SNP is a powerful new tool for genetic selection. Now, I'll again go through a very important thing. Indigenous breeds have not been exploited. There is a slow genetic gain through generations. With the crossbreds notwithstanding the harsh climate in India, there is a lot of crossbreeding. And being susceptible to tropical diseases, good managemental conditions are required, which adds to the cost. Conserving our indigenous cattle genetic resources, superior in these aspects is the need of the hour. Exotic bovine SNP chips are there in the market, but they do not truly represent our Indian breeds. So if you use 777K, you will find that with a MF of greater than 0.1 or greater than 0.05, only 50 to 60% markers are polymorphic. This necessitated the development of a high-density SNP chip initially to conserve our indigenous breeds because it is getting admixed, and in long run for genomic selection for milk production, or as Biswa said, disease resistance or heat tolerance. So by genomic studies in animals, we can either affect production, reproduction, health, environment and linear type traits. Now I'll skip some slides as I said you. So I'll tell you a very small story for others to understand how things work. I am not a genomics guy, so I'm a little shy to be standing here and talking amongst all the stalwarts of about genomics. But I was a very sincere researcher. For students, it is important that this gentleman, K. Vijay Raghavan, was actually former Secretary of Department of Biotechnology. And when he was Secretary of Biotechnology, he asked me to do this job, that Indian cows, we don't have a chip and we cannot use foreign chip. And as a head of the institute, I need you to do this. I told sir, this is not my subject. He said, I don't care. I know you can do it. And we took this task. Later on, he became Principal Scientific Advisor to Prime Minister. So this is a project given by him, and a tremendous amount of faith entrusted in him, as you have done in me today. And so we set up, there were very big guys, Partha Majumdar Sahab, who is from Kolkata and very famous, and Rajesh Gokhale, who is presently Secretary DBT, DB was also there, DB Mishra. And Rajendran Sahab is sitting somewhere, I thought he got an award. And then it was decided that rather than going for all breeds, we must take only 5 milk breeds, because our focus is on developing milk, and try to do deep study and sequencing of those breeds. So we started planning to have sufficient amount of 20 pure, possibly pure animals, and do the whole genome sequencing. And our whole plan was to then make a national cattle genome repository, obviously making a chip and do a machine learning. And what we wanted then to take 50 animals of all breeds each, check whether whatever we have found is correct or not. So what was the focus at that point of time? Although chip came out to be very good and so many people are using it now, but we wanted that if we go and take 100 Sahiwal cows or Gir cows and try to check them and say out of 100 they look all like Sahiwal or Gir, don't buy them. Maybe only 63 of them are really Sahiwal or Gir, and you pay money for that, and people will pay for it because they want a good breed. And what we will find that those which are admixture and graded after the testing may be thrown out, and we should anyway for the country take the pure breeds and try to segregate them and put it for the national breeding program. That was the main things. So what we have done here is we have taken blood samples from 50 breeds. At that time there were 43 breeds when we started, but DB Mishras have added 7-8 breeds now. And we collected their samples and given them for whole genome sequence, and we generated a data approximately doing 30x using 181 animals, and total of 24 terabytes basis data was generated. We took 20 animals from all those breeds, good breeds I have shown, which are important for the milk. But then we collaborated with US Department of Agriculture, one of the scientists, Kurt Ventezel, who actually was a participant in the 777K chip. And we took his expertise because I thought we should not waste time in considering that we are a smart guy. Then he suggested that if you have 43 breeds, why don't you take at least 2 animals from remaining 38 breeds if you have taken 5 years and put that also into the bucket. That would give you a better result. And we agreed, our committee agreed, and then we started, and then we have a clean breeds, and we went for all places to collect the samples. This is the most challenging task, extremely difficult to get samples from various states. It's a huge amount of non-cooperation, but we were lucky and we could gather that. Then we put it through GATK pipeline and then freebase pipeline also to get the important SNPs. And then we started to think what should go on the chip. So we have used various programs, and we have did the variant calibrations, filtering biallelic markers like that. I will not waste time because, as I said, there is less time. So we went on reducing the number of SNPs which are important for us by using various filters, and eventually we got around 6 million SNPs which we submitted to Vetmate and for their score for the probe compatibility, and they found that out of this around 3.4 million can be used after for SNPs for spacing. Now SNP identification, I have shown you what we have done and how we have come to this 3.4 million. I'll go to next slide. And with this, after we made a screening SNP chip, which actually had these many SNPs, and it will never come on a single chip. So we had to have 2 chips for putting them in this and on the assembly. And I'm just telling you that we have added additional SNPs also. So FEX, FEY chromosome, BOS1 and bovine HD chip, we have taken some which are important and well known. And these are the NIAP. These are the SNPs which came from NIAP. It's not working. And for percentage, we have taken some. After making such 2 chips using the total chip of 1.2 million, including majority from the NIAP, but obviously taking important from the others, which are very well known, we kind of assessed our chip and tried to find out what we are getting. So this validation for screening of this chip was done with using a 190 animals, and what was most important, that what we found that there was a good clustering of using this chip, and 15 duplicates were there. They came in right places, which are in blue, and 2 trios were there, and they came in right places, and there were trios are marked in pink. You can see this. So they were clustering together, and we are very lucky that we got the clustering very well, conveying that this chip is good and we should go ahead with that. But this would be very costly because if you have 2 chips, the cost is more. So we further work with Affymetrix and also work with the Ventasel and reduce this to 788496 SNPs, keeping whatever most important was found to be necessary. And from around 11, from 11 we have come to, let us say 69.7. We have reduced the number so that we have only 1 chip, which is a good chip, well assessed from all angles. And the density across all chromosomes, you can see, is very, very even except for the X chromosome, which is known to give us this kind of data. So we are sure that 788496 SNPs were placed to develop the Indigo chip. So this, by the virtue, is world's largest chip today, because earlier was 777K Affymetrix chip. Then we have taken the HapMap samples from USA, and we have done the principal component analysis, and you can see very well that how BOS Indicus is clustering in one place, the BOS Taurus is clustering in one place, and in between are the hybrids, which should be like this. And this generated our level of confidence. So these are the previous GIR data, and this is freshly collected GIR data later on. They were also clustering well. And here it is the same for Ongol and Ongol 1. So indicating that we have validated that Zebu samples are doing and clustering well. So this Indigo chip showed high repeatability among the duplicates. This Indigo chip showed clear clustering of trios, where we have used Siadam and progeny, very clear cut clustering. And this gave us huge amount of confidence, and these validated among duplicates, trials and crossbreeds were found to have around 98% highly recommended markers. So we were very happy, and clustering was very clear. And with this, we have taken all the breeds again. And actually we have tried to check the polymorphic markers, and you will find that our chip is around 7, 8, 9 or something, and it's very high, more than 95% coverage we can see. Released, and it appeared in several newspapers. That is not most important. Most importantly, the Minister of Science and Technology released this chip in August 2021, and this is Secretary, Department of Biotechnology. Now, I'll show you some data that we generated several other work from this chip, and Ravi Gandham is here, who was my senior colleague with me, and done a tremendous, he has given his soul into this work, and without him and server this work would not have been possible. And then he is going to show you several other work where most importantly, due to lack of time, I'll show you the most important thing, that 1527 data work came out to be clean, and then we analyzed them, and you can see extraordinarily well clustering of all breeds of the cows with final chip, and this he is going to explain you. And he has also found a very big paper is going to come, I guess, really big, because we are working from 4.5 years without publication. And wonderful thing has come that clusters and subclusters correspond to specific agroclimatic conditions. So north and south, we see there is a hugely good clustering, and that's very, very important for us. And the dual utility breeds, Ongol, Devani, red cattle breeds, clusters close to one another. Small size dwarf cattle breeds of India, Pambur, Malnad Gidda and Vechur also clustered together. So this is really a very good indication the chief has worked very well. Now, these are all the work of finding out milk, dual draft, height, adaptability, and these all, and also a little bit of machine learning. Ravi is going to speak, so I will skip this. And how a chip is being used for the country. So Animal Husbandry Department has given the work to NDDB, and we all have chipped in. So the blue is NIAB's Indigo chip, orange is NBHR's chip, and 17 is taken from BIOFS chip, and it is Indus C chip is from NDDB, and wonderful chip has now been generated, which is called as Go chip, and I think it is released to the country in presence of Prime Minister, Government of India. So with this you can go genomic selection, and at birth you can find out which bull is your most important bull, which will give you or sire babies which are very, very fruitful in terms of the male yield. So I will tell you one thing, this work looks easy for students. Everybody wants happiness, nobody wants pain, but if you can't have a rainbow without a little rain, so you have to work very, very hard. 7, 8 people worked. We went corner to corner, Bihar, South India, fought with people, begged with people, and got the samples to come to this conclusion. It's very difficult, but you have to be very focused. And I being not a guy of genomics, have done that. I'll not go into details of this because lack of time. So these are our other papers which have come up, but the major paper is still pending. This pangenome milch breeds, and this pangenome desi cattle using short breeds. Now, I will twist here because I thought it's a plenary lecture. Everybody is going to speak about genomics. So you may or may not get that much fun. So I'll tell you something else which will be very change for you. So genetic improvement, when examining a specific trait characteristic in animal population, majority of the population occurs when the genetic merit is improved through selection. The improvement in genetic merit refers to overall improvement in flock brought about by selection of a number of traits that contribute to the flock's breeding objectives such as high milk yield, etc. Benefit of genetic improvement benefits individual breeders and broader. For example, if we jump from milk to meat, sheep and goat industry by increasing productivity and profitability. So you need more meat, you need more carcass weight here. Genetic improvement takes time, and long-term view of production and market requirement is required when selecting for a genetic improvement. So we don't do all these things for doing science. We have to really give benefit to the farmers. They should become relatively richer. Genetic improvement has potential to assist in market requirements, improve overall productivity and profitability, improve carcass weight, fleece weight, fiber diameter, and variation in birth weights as far as sheep and goat are concerned. So there are a few genetic condition traits. There are a few genetic conditions or traits controlled by one or small number of genes. If this is the case, these genes are found using SNPs, and we can generate transgenic animals if there are 1 or 2-3 genes controlling a trait. So I will from here talk on gene-based manipulation for value addition in the livestock, and these are my colleagues who work with me. So usually transgenic mice are the first, or rat are the first made. There people took human gene and pasted that small gene into the mouse, and generated transgenic mouse, giving traits of human means disease. There you can study the disease as such in using animal biotechnology. So for students, important thing which is going to become mRNA and make proteins, etc. And this is a termination codon. So remember, when we do the genetic engineering, we need these 3 things. So mostly transgenic mouse or transgenic cow are made by inserting in male pronucleus the foreign DNA which is carrying the trait. So trait can either be additional or it can be inhibitory to particular gene nowadays. But you need thousands of eggs and then at least 20, 30 females for transferring them, so that animals you will get the pups. That's not suitable. In mice it is okay, but when you go to livestock, this is very, very difficult. So we have to find out an alternate procedure where this transgenesis can occur. So this is transplanted in embryo, baby is born, and if the gene has successfully inserted, then it is going to make a transgenic animal. So what we have done, that instead of using females in case of mice which are to be sacrificed to get a founder, we developed a male mediated transgenesis. That means we go to testis, inject the foreign gene and give an electric current. So we don't kill any animal. In livestock it's not possible to superpopulate several animals, make so many surrogate females. You need huge amount of money. But this was tested first in mice, and we published a very novel method that in testis you can insert a gene.
Dr. Majumdar, you are debating on the topics. You are debating for the topics.
No, it's not. It will come to the it will come to the genetic improvement. So then you can do the testicular transgenesis. So what happens that when you do the testicular transgenesis, you can insert a gene. For example, here it is a skin promoter GFP gene, which you can find on the right hand side top, that only skin is turning green. So what we have done, we have confirmed that in testicular transgenesis, you can insert genes. So a lot of therapeutic proteins are needed, which are very, very costly, which are made by us using testicular transgenesis, and we have produced a lot of products which are really useful for life, proving that either rabbit or goat, you can do the testicular transgenesis. These are not human. Now, when you come to the goat and want to increase the carcass weight, the method which is confirmed is we can never go to large animals without working small animals. Animal ethics doesn't allow. So unless I show those slides, I cannot talk about goat. I'll be caught because I am the committee member of the National CPCSEM. So targeted gene with CRISPR-Cas9 on the basis of this research in mice and rabbit, now we have started doing that what we want to do, that we can use the CRISPR-Cas9 technology and we can use to manipulate myostatin gene. So myostatin protein is negatively regulates, you can see the lower paragraph, myostatin protein negatively regulates skeletal muscle cell proliferation, cell proliferation and differentiation during myogenesis. Thus, mutation in MSTN are shown to be associated with increased skeletal muscle mass or in goat to enhance the carcass weight. So here, you are not going to make a very costly works in mice and rabbit. You can keep on electroporating and a single male can produce several transgenic sperm. If you just do the mating, you will find several transgenic goats having a more carcass weight. That is the way you can manipulate the genome. For that purpose, what you do, that you can inject busulfan in one of the testes, so all the germ cells die, the resident germ cells will die. Other testes will remain good on the left hand side. On the right hand side is staining where it shows that when you treat the testes with busulfan, the whole genome's sperm, the germ cells have gone, and in lower it is controlled. For increased lean meat production, this is the way we have isolated goat myostatin. We have focused with various SgRNAs And we have also isolated the muscle tissue specific myostatin promoter from the goat genome. The target was to make a goat who has more carcass weight, and for that purpose we have shown in the lower panel that this promoter works fantastic. On the left hand side of the expression in the muscle cells, and on the right hand side you can see expression in muscle cells, these are green, and in the HK293 cells and MSC7 cell you see there is no expression of the GFP. So we tag under promoter of the myostatin GFP, and we can see very well we express. So our next work is that we generated lot of shRNAs which can suppress. On right hand side this is not working. On right hand side you can see various shRNAs. We have seen that how myostatin can be suppressed by various shRNAs, and we can select the best one. Let us say here MSTN SH4, it is giving the biggest suppression. So we can generate goat through testicular transgenesis in two ways. Either you hit the myostatin gene by doing CRISPR-Cas9 and disturb its expression, so obviously you will get goat with carcass weight more, or you insert shRNA cassette. So shRNA you can select. We selected here 1, 2, 3, fourth one, SH4, and that is giving a good inhibition. So you can overexpress myostatin gene, shRNA. It will suppress the myostatin gene as soon as the mRNA comes out. It will chew it up. So the result will remain same. Several people think that manipulating genome in India, it may be called as a genetically modified organism. So you know there is a lot of issues with the mustard and brinjal and all that. Avoid that. We have started generating animals with shRNA cassette. So you are not touching the genome. You are working in the cytoplasm. With this, we have cultured myostatin gene, and this is the busulfan treated goat testis on right hand side, and on left hand side you can see. And basically what we are trying to do, that if you insert such myostatin manipulated genes into the testis, you can have testis where you can inject these modified genes and the muscle mass can increase. So genetically gaining the carcass weight, one of the method can be transgenesis. And with these are real experiments we do, and I will stop here. That in future either we can knock down myostatin, or we can interrupt myostatin gene, and we can get this kind of genetic gain also. And I would say students to stay focused and keep your dreams high and divergent. Definitely one balloon will reach to heaven, and it will help the mankind. Thank you.
Now the topic is open for discussion.
Thank you for your excellent presentation and beautiful slides. I have two questions to you. One is this MSTN regulation. You know very well, it started all with the Usain Bolt's gene. Usain Bolt, who was the fastest man in the world, had its particular mutations in the genome. And then the immediate people who used to raise people, horse racing people, and camel racing also, we also tried. For not manipulating natural mutations. But the exact data, what happened in human is not reproducible in horse or this one. So my question is here, whether it is correct to use a model and come to extrapolate to other species. My feeling is that it should be done on that species itself. Yes, okay. My question, second one is, I just want to know, the SNP-based parentage testing, what was the criteria for selecting these SNPs? The PM, the polymorphic information content for SNP will be much low, maximum 4 only. So how you decided the optimal number of SNPs for parentage testing?
Yeah, I think we actually it's a three-pronged approach. Yeah. One is working with Kurt Ventesel and Ben in USA, and one is working with the Affymetrix. So we did a lot of software filtering, and Kurt Ventesel has developed very, like he calls it a space bar or something, softwares, where he filters out to find out the most polymorphic SNPs, how to collect them and gather them. And Epimetrics has seen that which are kind of readable once we put it onto the chips. So these two people worked on two different kinds, and we kept on supplying information and data to that. And if you really want to go extremely in depth, I think Ravi is actually went to USA and stayed there for a while to work with them. He can clearly tell you, because as I said, I am not a super duper expert of genomics.
Okay, so then one more last question.
Yeah.
You told these SNPs were uniformly distributed over chromosome. How did you come to that conclusion? Is it the sequence based or linked to one chromosome and all sequences linked to that one you have taken as?
Ravi, can you say that? Mic le lo, mic le lo.
Ravi, would you give more light during your presentation?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Or during
please hold it on these things. I seek your opinion. This is that in the genomic selection, we are discussing it for some time and about the methodology of doing it, the reference population, things like that. But while doing that, I find often we are obsessed with the milk. And we hardly consider the reproduction.
Yes.
Whereas we know these fitness traits and the quantitative traits, they often contradict with each other. And we live in India, and where we live with a kind of set of social kind of an obsession.
Yeah.
And in that case, the US dairy, for example, it's a 2.5 lactation economy, right? So the animal they exploit for 2.5 lactation and they end up in McDonald's. But we cannot do it. So in that case, I hope that while developing this genomic chips and algorithms, some consideration must be given to the reproduction so that we don't make them slow in terms of any opinion. It's not a question.
Yeah, I think I have somewhere or other, I have tried to do that, which I think I can explain you. You have to understand from genomic selection, in my view, what I have exactly done. I understood milk. Now I am asking you a question. So we all are with HD and NDDB making a chip. What it will do, if amongst 8 villages, 100 bulls are born, chip will be used and said bull number 3 and 97 is best. In India, what we do to rest of the 98 bulls, I do not know. But if I understand and learn, now large animals I can't help, but if you understand similarly from the genomic selection, which are the genes which are important for a trait, for example, making more eggs. So Bhattacharya will say, sir, let me know which gene was having that mutation or SNP issues, or I can use it for making a good chicken which will give you more eggs. Or what I said, you add technology to the information you get from that genomic selection and make Caracas weight you can increase by, myostatin is one of them, there are others also, you can increase and thereby the production will increase, for example. So you have to use the knowledge and information from the genomic selection and also use the modern day technology to really serve to the society of farmers, in my view. I mean, I am frankly saying we all are working, we are happy we made
You are
chip.
correct, you are absolutely correct.
I don't know what I do.
We must always have the economics.
Yes.
For example, the milk, we say so and so liters of the milk, it does not mean anything.
Yeah.
I mean, we should look at milk from the milk solid point of view.
Correct.
This is the, which is convertible to cheese,
Yeah.
which is convertible to something. And of course, they are governed by genetics.
So what I am saying, neither a society should be focused on one thing, nor an institute should be focused on one thing, just to kind of contradict with Mir Saab, I am saying you, that let us become open and do interdisciplinary research. Otherwise, we will go nowhere. I do not think we are reaching. Salmon, I cannot do genomic selection of salmon in water. Obviously, I have to know about the gene and increase its weight, and now it's in company, so people are earning money. We don't want to earn, let companies earn money.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Majumdar.
Farmers should earn money. Thank you.
We are
Thank you very much.
constraint of time, so the organizing committee is asking us to conclude. So we are finishing this session, and I think that all the learned delegates, if you have any inquiry, will be here, and you can discuss it at a personal level to solve your answers. So thank you, Dr. Majumdar.
Thank you, sir. So may I request Professor Purnendu Biswas, chairperson of the session, to present a memento as a token of appreciation from the organizing committee. So I request Professor Biswas, sir. Dr. Majumdar, sir, please come. Thank you, sir. Now I request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, Professor Dr. T.K. Datta, sir, to present mementos to our chairperson, Professor Purnendu Biswas, sir.
Thanks from my end. I think there could not have been a better opening than this for the Genomics conference and the plenary lecture of by the subsequent speakers. So thanks once again, and thanks my seniors and the chairman and the rapporteur of this session for conducting this session so successfully. Santanu Boni. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Now this session, after this session, there will be a lunch. And after lunch, we are going to start our technical session 1. So we will start our next session, technical session 1 at 2 p.m. Exactly at 2 p.m. We are meeting when? We are meeting what time? Please note, we are meeting at 2:00. Yeah, I don't know, you calculate the time, but we are meeting at 2:00.
So there will be technical session 1, next generation reading, integrating Genomics and Phenomics. And the chairpersons will be Dr. B.P. Biswa, Dr. Triveni Dutt. Rapporteurs will be Dr. Subodh Kumar. So 4 lead speakers will be there, Dr. Alfred De Vries, Dr. Gopal Gowane, Dr. Nilesh Nai, Dr. Mintu Nath. I just request all the delegates to assemble here. Our target time is 2 p.m. because we are running short, we are late, half an hour late. So our next session will be the technical session 1. The theme is next generation reading, integrating genomics and phenomics. So, chairpersons will be there, Dr. B.P. Biswa, Dr. Triveni Dutt. I request personally Dr. Biswa and Dr. Dutt to come over here within 2. It's a challenging, I know, but we have to try. We have to try. Dr. Subodh Kumar also. I request Dr. Subodh Kumar try to come. And Dr. Alfred De Vries, Dr. Gopal Gowane, Dr. Nilesh Nai to ready. Actually, we have to give the slides, pen drive and presentation to the person concerned. Please load over your presentation, Dr. Alfred De Vries, Dr. Gopal Gowane, Dr. Nilesh Nai, Dr. Mintu Nath. Mintu Nath is there online. Dr. Rani Alex and Professor Ashish Kumar Ghosh, and Dr. Rani Alex, I request two presenters to hand over the presentation. We will start here at 2 o'clock. We'll try. So our next session will be technical session 1. Next generation breeding, integrating genomics and genetics. Two chairpersons will be there for that session, Dr. P.P. Biswa, Dr. Trivedi Dutt, and co-chairs Dr. Shubodh Kumar.
Check, low, check, low, low, check, low, low, check, low, 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 check, 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 low, 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 low.
चले ही नहीं गए, रिटायर भी हो गए, वहां से भी काम है
भीड़ लेके कैसा नहीं तो हर जगह नहीं जाता है नहीं वो तो वाइट ड्रेस पहना हुआ
होता है hello. Hello, check. Hello. Hello.
Check, hello, hello, check, hello, hello. Check, hello, hello, check. Check, hello, hello, check, hello. Check, hello, hello, 1, 2, check, hello, hello, check, 1, 2, check, hello, hello, check, 1, check, 1, 2. খুলে দে। Check, hello, hello. Check, 1. Check, hello, hello, hello. Check, hello, hello, hello. Check. Check, hello, hello, hello. Check.
এখন কি আছে? ওইটাই চলছে তো? ওটাই চলছে তো?
Check, hello, hello, hello. Check, hello. Check, 1. Check, hello, hello, hello.
মোটো 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 এটা পছন্দ এই গেট বেরো এই গেট বেরিয়ে না এখান থেকে বেরিয়ে এই কোণা দিকে রোডে লাগে জানি দেখে আমি ওটাই তো বললাম এটা 44 যেতে আর আসতে তোমাকে টাইম পেতে খাবোটা কখন